All right, we've got 15 minutes. As Andy did, we'll just cut to the chase. We'll learn more about Trini as we go through the discussion, obviously. But I'll tell you, she's very impressive. We'll start off with CSOF. Can you tell us about CSOF and what services and products you deliver into the market?
Hello? Okay, so I'm on. CSolve is really a global communication services provider. Basically, we support a lot of Fortune 500 customers, their products and teams to reach global market. So put it in a simple way. So when our customer want to launch their operations and product in the international market, we not only put together a strategy for them, we also implementing them. Literally translate their product or team linguistically, technically, and culturally. So that's what we're offering.
Well, you know, one of the amazing statistics that Trini's a little bit humble about is she started this business in 2003, literally from her apartment, and it's grown double digits every year since then. It's now present in 14 different cities, as she mentioned. So with that, can you give us a little bit more about what are some of the core products that you have, and also some of the new exciting services that you're bringing out?
Well, and Danny is right. You know, Seesaw was a startup almost about 10 years ago from 2-bedroom apartment in Soho, Beijing. So with a handful of people, and our first server actually sitting on the kitchen stove. Since then, we have grown quite significantly. So it's true, we're operating from 14 different locations around the world. I think what's unique about CSOF is not only we have amazingly diversified team, we also have a cloud-based translation automation engine, and which coupled with a super automated workflow that we call the super TAR, the automation process, that we truly can support our clients' big data around the globe up to the minute. So I think that's really kind of exciting. And today's the business world, you need a more secured, global, multilingual workflows. So that's what we're offering for our customer around the world.
Great. Now, I want to shift a little bit from CSoft and to yourself. You know, I'll start off with some of the accolades that are in the media, things like Stevie Award as being one of the top innovators, all the way to most recently Forbes magazine, most 10 powerful women entrepreneurs of 2012. And first of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And can you tell us a little bit about that and what it means, you know, to be such a entrepreneur in China?
I guess yesterday, Danny and I just got the first time to chat a little bit. So when he put this all together, I said, wow, didn't realize that was talking about me. If I look back, you know, successful factor, I started Seesaw by accident. And people like to talk about this destiny. I like to think it's magic. You know, any successful venture has a great story behind. It's like a magic that leads you, carries you long and far. So I think that's very important. In China, people all bring feng shui, believe in that. I believe in magic. And the other thing is really opportunity. I think people like to talk about the luck. You know, we also see that as an opportunity. Can you see it when it hits you? Are you ready? Are you ready to work hard to materialize that? So that's also very important. The other thing is at Seesaw, we talk about, you know, we need more than just a passion, which is the obsession. You know, our success really built on our obsessive kind of passion. You know, it advanced our customers' success in the global market and our people around the world. So that obsession, I think, really sets us apart. And I think with China, a lot of opportunities going on, and who are people who has the drive, sees the opportunity, definitely could lead very far.
Yeah, and I want to see if I can dig into that a little bit because there's that one moment of inspiration that you must have had where you were already VP of an international company, and suddenly you decided you were going to step out and start on your own in this very very changing dynamic market in Asia, and knowing that you're going to have to compete in the global platform. What inspired you to do that?
Danny, I just told you I didn't start it by choice, by accident. So I started at the same time I had my first boy at the first year. So women has a lot of luck. Having baby could be one of the luck. So I was saying, the time exactly like the opportunity when it hits you. If you're ready, you grab on it. Sometime out of desperation, you make amazing thing happen. So if you say inspiration, that's one of my inspiration.
You also mentioned yesterday about the characteristic difference between a woman entrepreneur versus potentially a male entrepreneur. And one of the words you used was practicality, or a different way of looking at things. Can you share with us a little bit more about how you can differentiate that, or some insights there?
It's going to fall into a stereotype. Well, you sense things. I don't know. I mean, in the business world, maybe I'm lucky. I've always been in a global business. I kind of think less about my gender. But, women sometimes, work harder and sense things well, hear your inside voice clear. And so once you're set, you focus on it, and you work hard to materialize that, if you see that's a strength or differences. But I think maybe applied for both genders too.
So with that, I'd like to now move over to the innovation discussion. Entrepreneurism, innovation goes together. And at the broadest level, when we think about innovation in the past, markets like China have been criticized in how we innovate here in China, in terms of whether are we just taking different practices and making them more efficient. And in fact, we're seeing a lot of innovation now. It's maybe you can give us your thoughts on what does innovation mean in China.
I think that's a wonderful question. When you talk about innovation, there are very many different definitions. My latest thing is now, I'm getting more and more Chinese customers, speaking with a lot of Chinese leading companies, the CEOs, talking about their next stage of growth, how from made in China to, potential China Inc., be a true global organization. I think, technology-wise, engineering-wise, China is already quite ahead. But I think the innovative mind is very important. How you leapfrog, how do you're good at doing the OEM, you're successful, make the first round well. So what about the next one? And are you ready to reach out? How do you break the barrier, the cultural barriers? When you're going to Germany, when you're going to South Africa, are you ready for that? Language differences, legal difference, labor laws, and all that. So I think there will be next one who is truly have the innovative mind.
In terms of innovation within your day-to-day business, can you share with us some of the innovative solutions or ideas that's coming forward in CSOFT?
Go ahead, you can answer.
One last.
Well, I think innovation, it's not some mysterious or just a theory. It's a very reality. It's the everyday business. I think in our company, innovation could happen from front desk. You change the process. You're getting something, you leverage that it becomes more successful. So at CSOFT, the culture of innovation is everyone's business. It is throughout the entire organization, can be measured, can put a dollar sign on that. So when you have that culture in your business, it happens every day, every minute. So that's how I see the magic of innovation. Really depends on how you define it.
You're very, very quotable. I love all these.